Good morning, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. I'm going to talk to you a little bit real quick on the action. This is December 5th, 2013, on the stock market from a trend following perspective. First thing I always do, I look at the stock market. I look at the S&P 500. Very simple rules. I like to be above moving averages. If I'm below them, then the market isn't so favorable. Right now, the market, we've been in an uptrend. You can see it. However, if my 10-period exponential crosses my 30, it's really not that favorable. But my absolute line of demarcation is this 200-day exponential moving average. I also like investing in stocks that I understand. As well, I do two things. I'm a trend follower, but there's times when you trend follow is that you have a breakout trade, which means the highest high over X period, whichever number that you actually are comfortable with. Or sometimes there's retracement trades. Let me start with this. This is a retracement trade that I'm going to be taking on the open today. This is one of from the stronger stocks. And you can see it's hit the 50-period exponential moving average. And also there's an indicator I use. It's called the force index. It's pulled back. I look for very short-term profits on this, almost like a swing trade back up to the highs. This is just one idea for today, but really what I want to talk to you about is Las Vegas Sands. When I'm an investor, I like going into companies that I understand, not into unfortunately, a pharmaceutical or a technical. I don't have that type of knowledge, but I know Las Vegas Sands, they have casinos in the Far East, Macau, that are just actually doing fantastic. And what you like seeing are these long periods of consolidation. And you had a breakout here actually, where you had like the proverbial cup and handle, and you could have bought here. Well, that was one scenario. And then the next scenario happened yesterday. You had basically this curvy, saucery type of bottoming action. And then you saw yesterday, you can even tighten it up a little bit, it broke out on high volume. So, I mean, it was very simple trade to have bought the breakout here. And that's it again. What you want to do is you want to try to buy breakouts of companies that you understand. The only negative to all of this, and it's a pretty big negative, we've been in a bull market since, let's say, March of 2009. The big money is made in the beginning of a bull market or just coming out of a bear market. This is an old bull market. Right now, if you look back also on the S&Ps or let's say on the NASDAQ, you have a lot of distribution days where the market is selling off on higher volume as opposed to increasing on higher volume. And it's called a distribution. So that's really not overly favorable. It's really not favorable at all. And I believe there's been 8 days like that, or 8 periods for the S&Ps, and I think 5 or 6 for the NASDAQ. Another stock I want to talk about is everybody's favorite, is Facebook. You had a great trade here where you had a cup, a handle, you would have taken it. You had tremendous volume here. And like I talk about retracement trades. This is a retracement trade. That it started pulling back. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back-to-back days. People are taking profits. You could have tried to buy the breakout of this or on a retracement and gotten pulled into the move. The interesting thing that happened the other day is it broke its 50-day period exponential moving average, which in theory is a negative, but it didn't do it on a lot of high volume. Here's the support, took out support, proved all the shorts wrong, and then rallied above the 50-day exponential moving average. But it's not a time to buy it yet. What you want to do is you want to see more almost dullness or boring period. And then you want to see another cup and handle forming or taking out the prior highs of about 54.91, and then this would be a buy. Again, this is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor. If there's any way I can help you, this is what I do. I do this for a living. I trade for a living. I trade stocks. I trade commodities. Again, thank you very much.